Hey guys, welcome back to this channel. So in this video, I'd like to talk about verification on Instagram and how you can get verified and what is the situation with this process. As I'm recording this in April, I'm gonna provide you the updated version, what you need to have, how you can apply, and also how to not get scammed, because this is probably one of the most effective and popular ways of how people get scammed by just getting into those verification loops and offers from other people. So first thing is my Instagram account is verified. I got verified in 2020 in the summer, and for me it was, I wouldn't say a very complex system, because I already had some PR, which was, I would say, quite good number of PR, and I just applied through the media portal, right? So as you know, when you're applying from the app, this is one place, but some organizations, some big agencies, they have access to the media portal. If you Google Facebook media portal, it's gonna look something like this. Let me just show you. And honestly, it's super rare to find someone who is gonna have a portal, right? So you're not gonna really find this on the market. So it's gonna look something like this, where pretty much you can request for verification, you can request for support, you can request a change in the username, right? So there's a lot of things you can do here. And I happen to have a contact, which is a close contact of mine, and he was able to apply using all of my PR, right? So it doesn't mean that if you just go and apply through media portal, you're gonna get verified. No, but applying through the media portal allows you to include all of your PR, which is articles, publications, any presence you have, and you can apply, basically include this. And one of the verifications team members from Facebook, they're gonna review all of your PR and then decide if you have enough credibility to verify you or not, right? So at the end of the day, it's still gonna be a decision of Instagram person, an employee who is gonna go over your account, over your application, and make a decision. So when you do this through the app, many times in the past, they talk about that basically the person, there's no person, it's a robot who is deciding to go ahead or not with your application, right? So it's a more complex system, and many times, because there's like tens of thousands of people are applying every single day through the app, right? So there's just a very small chances for your application to go through, right? Unless you fall in different criterias or niche and things like that. Because for example, last year when all this Black Lives Matter movement started to evolve, Instagram started to verify more Black creators, Black businesses. They were pretty much favoring like never no one else, and that was a good thing, of course, right? But now it's a little bit changed. Now it's back to stricter, so you basically have to have a lot of presence, a lot of PR, right? So it depends, right? But like I said, applying through that app, it's very hard, and most cases your application cannot be seen by actual person. So you can try apply like a few times, because I know people who actually got verified just because they applied to the app, right? So you can definitely try, and maybe it's gonna work out for you, right? But I'm not saying it's just gonna work 100%, right? So you have to, if you're taking this seriously, you have to look for someone who has a media portal, right? So, okay, hope this is clear, and now let's get finally to the place if you wanna go ahead with this. So if you wanna verify your account, you need to have a PR, right? So if you take a look at my account, basically my account, as you can see here, it's also linked in the description. And if you look at my name in the Google News, you can see I have several PRs, right? Several publications. If you also Google my name here, there's also a lot of places where my name is mentioned, right? I wouldn't say I have a huge PR presence, but I have some PR on Instagram. Some people say I got lucky, to be honest, but I would say the majority of my PR is coming from New York Stock Exchange when I was featured with Fiverr in 2019. So maybe that was something really major. So don't look at my PR and think that you need to go and do the similar thing, because as I'm recording in April, right now there is different PR which is important, and also Instagram very often they blacklist different PR, which let's say, for example, this one, Respect Magazine, right? So let's say a year ago it was allowed by Instagram, and Instagram was looking at this, right, for example, and now it could be blacklisted, right? And this is basically true. So it's very, it's a very often thing which will happen, right? So be careful. Don't think that you need to have similar PR in order to get verified. So one of the places where you can go for it is called swapd.co. I'm also gonna leave a link in the description. And this place is more for exclusive services. Unique usernames, handles, right? You can buy accounts, businesses, things like that. And you can look for verification. And this is one of the places that I can suggest if you want to verify your account, because if you're going to try to do this yourself, trust me, it's going to be pain, and you're going to spend a lot of time. You're going to probably spend a lot of money as well, 100%, right? And it's might not be a good experience. So I would suggest to go at the person who can guarantee you the verification and who could just guide you through all the steps and basically take care of this, for you, right? And of course, it's gonna cost quite a good number of money. So if we take a look at the swap, you will see there is a categories, right? So if you go to unique services, which is usually what this category goes for, and you will see, for example, affordable quality PR services, which is not something we're gonna look for. Instagram and Facebook verification, verify any account with no press, right? Okay, could be interesting because I think I've seen this. Yeah, I've seen this one, but definitely, yeah. So might be a really big budget. It might be something that is not gonna work for you, right? So just be careful. But another things, and all these sellers here, they go through the process of vetting. There's basically the team of Swap. They're reviewing these people, they make sure they're legit, right? So I of course recommend you to go with the people who have already a lot of credibility on those in places, like for example in this case, right? So let's say this one I've seen this person a lot as well on this one, and it seems to be very legit. So, and all this, yeah, like I said, these people are legit. Just have to find the right one who will meet your budget, who will be interesting for you, and you can maybe have that initial conversation, and the person could provide you more info as well. For example, let's take a look at one of the other things. You can see there is hacked accounts. If your account is hacked, if you having issues with the account, they have also a service for that, right? But let's take a look, for example, at this one, right? So if we're looking for your personal brand, let's say a personal account, because verification happens for personal and for businesses. For personal, as you can see, you need to have press plus verification, so the price is pretty much $10,000. The timeline is 6 to 12 weeks. Businesses, press plus verification is $12,000, 6 to 12 weeks. Businesses also need to have a trademark. This is super important. So if you're a business, if you're trying to verify your business, you need to have a trademark which is registered, and you can have basically a photocopy of the trademark, right? Because this is important for Instagram. And then you can see, as I said here, your ID or trademark document, answer questions, 5-7 pictures, and you can be good to go. So if you're looking to make that sort of investment, which is around $10,000 for a personal, $12,000 for a business, you can definitely go for it. But I will tell you from my experience and just my perspective, being verified could give you small advantage, right? I'm not saying it's just a huge difference. So I've been working with, I've been working with verified accounts a lot, and my account wasn't verified, and I tried to send them a DM, try to approach them, and I was getting a good response. And then when I got verified, I was continuing doing the same. I was still approaching people on the DMs, verified accounts, and honestly, I didn't really notice that much difference. Maybe 5% better, right? So but imagine you spending $10,000 to just get 5% better conversion on leads than before. You want to think twice about that, right? So I'm not saying maybe for you it's going to be different. Maybe for you verification means authority, established, right? I wouldn't say it's always true, because at the end of the day, people look who you are, your message, they look at your results, they look at your feedback as well from other clients, and this is what matters the most. Verification is just the check mark, but for some people, like number of followers, it could matter, right? But usually, I wouldn't say it's the huge thing that you should just definitely spend $10,000 right now to get verified. So think twice, but if you want to, if you're looking for legit places, this is one of those places. And there is other places, but there's a lot of scams, like I said. So if you go to the swapd.co, this is the place that you can be safe, that you can try. And once again, I'm not affiliated, but I have experience with the swap, and I have heard from other people. I have heard from the community. I have some people are testing different sellers, they're buying businesses, they're maybe using some of these kind of services, and they've been having a really good experience so far. So definitely take a look at this. If you have any questions, feel free to leave in the comments. If you have experience of these places, maybe you have seen other places where people offer similar services, you can feel free to comment as well. But I would say be careful, because you don't want to get scammed, and it's super easy. So if someone is offering you verification for like $500, $1,000, it's definitely scam. It's a high price, and it's gonna go even higher, right? And right now, for verification, to get verified, you need to verify your Facebook first, right? So this is another criteria which is important for Instagram, Facebook, right? So they will, most cases, these sellers, they're gonna go for Facebook first. They're gonna make sure you verify your Facebook, and then afterwards they're gonna go and work on your Instagram verification, right? So just be careful and be aware that you're not gonna find something cheaper. These prices are very expensive, and if someone is doing this cheaper, they're probably gonna scam you, and that's it. So stay away. If you have any questions, please send me a DM on Instagram. Link is well in the description. I can help you, I can guide you. I've been talking a lot about these things, and it's very important to be aware of all of these things. So guys, thank you so much for watching this video. Let me know if you have any questions or anything, and feel free to leave a comment and give a thumbs up if you like this video, and of course, see you in the next one.